Madera on the beat.
See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala know the rest. Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala know the rest. Big onu, oh. Please, please, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Big onu, oh. Form soldier, but we still the be for them carry Kanu go, we turn enemy. Simon open mouth, them start to judge his speech. Telegram full of war, no love at all. One side say autopilot, one say delete them all. But the blood where we shed, you know they flow backward. USB rise, but ego they break what? We get banner, we get flag, but every corner, now tribal drive. Big onu, oh. Which way now, which way oh? No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Talk true now. Big onu, oh. Biafra get a dream, but I hate it, they slow and go. Unity no get duplicate, no try fake 'em. You dey form freedom fighter, but you dey hate 'em. USB no be juju, now we go build 'em. Stop to cause, make we raise nation. Which way Biafra? Which way we dey go now? Neither them arrest people they fight guy from Bridgie to USB. Wahala no dey rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now? Which way oh? No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do I'm on talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu. Biafra get the dream, but I hate it day slow and go. And we get a leader, them carry. We get a soldier, them jail. We get a youth, them divide. Still we rise, USB worldwide. Which way Biafra? Which way we do go now? Bigger them honest people they fight high. From Bridgie to USB, Wahala no they rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now? Which way oh? No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do our more talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu, oh. Biafra get a dream, but I hate it day slow and go.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the rocky hand the side, along the Sukudu road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for thought. See no day for thought. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the rocky hand the side, along the Sukudu road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver.
the prayer of David from the book of Psalm, chapter 7. And I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue. Because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic. You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me, O Lord, you will vindicate IPOB, you will vindicate your children of Biafra, according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, bring an end to the violence of the wicked, bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land, bring an end to their abductions, bring an end to their kidnappings, bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent, bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam, bring to an end their mediocrity, bring to an end their senseless feudal rule, bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, oh Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon IPOB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God, and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men. Mad people every idiots everywhere. Africans and lack of discipline. You don't have discipline. You don't have discipline. That was why the white man came and conquered you, because you lack discipline. After the white man must have finished with you, Fulani came from Senegambia, because you have no brain. Lack of discipline. Every idiot thinks they can lead. They don't know what leadership entails. Every monkey thinks, oh, maybe if we have it. Nobody is funding IPOB ESN. It's only IPOB that's funding it worldwide. If you think you can bring 2 or 3 people together with a few rifles, and because of that, you can start calling for funds, you are wasting your time. You don't know our people. They won't give you a dime. Fulani is making use of your brain. You cannot see it. They come to you, oh, why don't you fight Yoruba? Oh, Yoruba is against Igbo. Igbo is against Yoruba. Fight each other. The same thing they did in the constitution of Biafra land. They told Ogoniman, you're not Igbo. He said, okay, I'm not. Ija, you're not Igbo. No, I'm not. Oh, you're not Igbo. Some of them, of course, most of them are Igbo, they agree. No, I'm not. And I want to ask you, Ogoni people, something today. Some of you don't understand the meaning of what is called divide and rule. You know, you read it, oh, divide and rule, they divided us. You don't want to put your brain behind it to understand what it means. You have no idea. When they ganged up with Sarawiwa to say Igbo man is our problem, today, all that oil spill in Ogoni land, have they cleaned it up? I'm asking a question. Have they cleaned the oil in your land? Igbo man is your problem, yes? Have they cleaned the oil spill in your land? You are begging them to clean the mess that they made. How many of you own oil wells from Ogoni land? Igbo man is your problem. They want to conquer, they want to use Biafra to deceive us, to take our land, to dominate us. All of you crying about Niger Delta marginalization, all these years that you have nothing to do with an Igbo man. Have you survived? Have you survived? I'm asking you. Have you survived? Now, let me tell them something today they don't know. The free world, they have a defense, should I say, organization called NATO. Who are the leaders of NATO? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization that every civilized nation belongs to. Who are the leaders of NATO? It is the United States of America. Somebody must lead. It cannot be everybody. One person or a group of, they must lead. They must lead because they have what it takes. God made it so in the East that we are all related anyway, as one people, tied. That's why you have Igbo, indigenous Igbo people in Bayelsa, indigenous Igbos in Rivers, indigenous in Delta, majority Igbo people. Everywhere, all the way to Igodomigodo, in Edo State, in Idu land. God made it so for a reason. The first revolution in Nigeria was led by an Igbo man, Nzobo. That is the way God made us. I can't apologize for it. Because if we leave you to do it, you cannot do it. In a billion years, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Because you don't have what it takes to confront the Janjaweed. We do, you don't. With all due respect. Is Ogoniland clean? Do they have clean water? Do they have good schools? The same thing for Ijo. Ijo, do you have good roads and good schools? Good health care? No. They will put somebody in office for 4 years or 8 years. He will build one community center and say the dividends of democracy. As okay, whereas he's planning to relocate his children to Australia. Every day you wake up to the same rubbish. Every day you wake up. Every day you wake up to the same garbage. Day after day after day after day. And what is your response? The same thing over and over and over again. You go back now and say, oh, hey, I'm from Ishekiri. We are not part of what they're doing. And you accept. And look at your life and how miserable it is. You lament, you lament, you lament, but you don't have what it takes to make the much needed change. They say that all the government of Ondo State and others must draw a boundary. Where, who are the bandits and who are the law-abiding? How can we know? As I'm going there, my phone, when your man all the lizards, all the, you know, now lizard, their stomach is almost on the floor. So we don't know which one has belly ache. How do we know? How can you differentiate between a good headsman and a violent terrorist headsman? How can you know? How can you know? I'm asking you. Mietiala is there, remote controlling all your lives. Look at how they installed, after installing Hope, they installed the idiot George Obiozo. George Obiozo was the man that took Hope to the north to go and introduce him as a politician. The same Uzodinma that George Obiozo, he's an intellectual, as they, you know, the fools. Once they give you a degree, they say you're an intellectual. George Obiozo, before you took Hope Uzodinma to the north, did you know that Hope Uzodinma was doing 419 in Lagos? He was a fraudster doing Yahoo in Lagos. Who doesn't know in Imo State that Hope Uzodinma was a fraudster in Lagos? These are the type of leaders that they imposed on our people. Idiots. And we are there. They have Apex organization. Apex organization. Apex. These are errand boys for the caliphate. That's why BBC is promoting him. That is why they're all promoting. That is what they have always done. Black people are like that. As I told you before, when the British came to stop the eastern advance of the French colonial forces in Benin Republic, in Badagry, basically in Badagry. You know what Britain did? They didn't go to England to come bring soldiers. They went to Ghana. They recruited Ghanaians, black niggers from Ghana, to come and help them to conquer their fellow niggers in Nigeria. They didn't have to go travel very far. That is why I keep saying that the brain of a black man is his greatest impediment. You see, inside this brain, everything a black man is suffering from is here. Inability to reason. Inability to reason.
It's a primary objection against 59 of the 62 can check. One. The remaining 3, we also raised an objection. It was at that stage that the late President Umar Yar'Adua asked for political resolution. And so that was how we resolved that case. And the guy, Henry Oka, was quite influential among the militants. So he was the one that went from one camp to the other to preach, peace. And that was how the Niger Delta militants decided to give peace a chance.
Now, this is where I am coming in. Do you understand that? What I want you to learn from this team today is that Henry Oka did not, from the DSS or from the prison, ordered all the militants to cease fire, that we are negotiating peace. Henry Oka was given amnesty, was released. And then after they released him, he now began to go to the camps of the militant in Niger Delta to broker peace. That is where I am going. I'm not saying that we are going to stop Biafra. Of course, who is stopping Biafra? But I'm telling you that every activity, every agitation we are doing must continue, because it is the only thing that the Nigerian government will understand. In addition to our elders who have done justice and they have done the right thing by going to request for unconditional release. Unconditional release. So we are supporting them. And that is why, why should anything that is about release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will support it. Irrespective of who, I am going to support it. Because I want him out. So even those who will say, amnesty this, I am supporting everything that will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. I don't care. If I have, I will support everything that will bring him out. Nkemjika. Let me tell you. There was a story of an armed robber. They stopped a man on the highway and robbed him. After robbing him, they asked this man to run. The man started running. And then as he peak raised, he started shouting, Nkemjika, Nkemjika, Nkemjika. The robbers called him back. Come here, come back here. Bring everything you have. Which one is Nkejika, Nkejika? Bring everything. You still have something. The man say, you don't get anything. They started searching the man. They searched the man again, naked the man. The man, and after nakeding him, they didn't see anything. They thought that maybe the man have some check or maybe something, bigger than all the money they have collected. And they asked him to start running. The man started running again. He started shouting again, Nkemjika, Nkemjika, Nkemjika. Ha. So the robbers called him back again. Come back here, Mr. Man. Which one? Can you explain to us which one is Nkejika, Nkejika? The man say, that you people have collected all my money. You have collected all my belongings, including my car. That now I have my life now. You did not collect it. So that life is better. So you came with the robbers. They are robbers. So where we are now, only people with only people that know how far will understand why I have taken this position of I don't care. I don't care anyhow they release him. But I know he doesn't need, amnesty. Of course, he does not need amnesty because there is no need for the amnesty. But I'm just saying that it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we know. It doesn't matter. So whether anyhow they want to release, but let them just release him. That's all that is. Of course, with what is happening, we believe that he will be released because there is no crime. He has not committed any crime. But why I'm playing this video is that when you listen to this man say that Yaradua considered giving political solution to Henry Oka case, and Henry Oka was released and granted amnesty. And it was only after that, because he was so influential. He was so influential in the Niger Delta. So they released him, and what he did was to go to the camp of the militant and convince them to embrace peace. So it was not the other way around. It was not that convince the people first. The federal government did not grant Henry Oka amnesty with a condition that convince the militant force to stop the bombardment of pipeline and everything. Convince them, at least convince one group, let them stop. They didn't start with that. Do you know what they did? They released him to go and and tell people to stop the bombardment. And it went like that, and they succeeded. We cannot trust Nigerian government. What is the reason for capturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Agitation. Okay? It is because of agitation. So if you capture him and the agitation stop, they have succeeded. So why are they releasing him? You understand? Only by Elohim intervention. So the only way that this whole thing will solve once and for all is that our elders have gone. The president have received them. Let it not stop the agitation and the activities we are doing for Biafra restoration. Let us increase it. That is the only way our leader can now be released to come and quench the fire. We want our leader to come and quench the fire. And he can't quench it from the prison. He can't quench it from the DSS custody or dungeon. No, we don't want him to give order for anything to stop from the DSS dungeon. And we don't want to start doing this thing by intonation. Somebody say Elohim, we don't see Wahala. Yes, so Elohim don't see Wahala. We don't want them, to always come and say, stop this. Our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, stop that. And he's still in the DSS dungeon. How can we be going backward when we are in 2021, where everybody's brain is hot? In 2021, we are left with leadership that cannot understand coded language.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate everyone who has connected on this program, wherever you are connecting from. Thank you so much for joining. If you are watching us on TikTok, or you're watching on Facebook, or you're watching us on YouTube, where we are hosting the program, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this program. It is very important that we will come, and we have come as we have promised. Every single day, it is our dedication to continue to speak on the issue of Biafra, and we have come once again today, as we always do. Wherever you are watching from, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. accept my greetings according to your time zone. For those who are joining us for the very first time on this platform, I want you to remember that in this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come to this platform to attack people, to attack persons, to attack individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. We do not come here to preach people. We come here to preach Biafra and freedom. Our message here is for Biafra and Biafra alone. In this platform, we welcome everybody. It doesn't matter what your own opinion might be. If you have a superior argument or a contrary opinion, you are welcome. Feel free to come and express yourself. It is a very free platform for every human being. Every human being, everyone that loves humanity. If you care about humanity, this platform is for you. If you are genuinely seeking for freedom, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your location, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your group. As long as you are sincerely pursuing Biafra, we are here for you and we will give you that platform to speak. We don't come here for saga. That is not what we do. If you are searching for saga, you are in the wrong place. Please check somewhere else. Here we are going into issues. What we do here is to present Biafra before the whole world as a remedy. We expose the atrocities of Nigerian government against the Biafran people. We expose the lies the Nigerian government have been telling against us. That is what we do in this platform. And we will continue to do so for as long as we have the opportunity. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are joining us from, I welcome you once again and I appreciate you for being part of this program. As you join, please don't watch the program alone. Like and share the program to someone. If you are watching on TikTok, tap the screen so that others can join you and then you share. And if you are watching on Facebook, share, like and share. If you are with me on YouTube where I'm hosting the program, like and share the program to other platforms. Very, very important. You can join us on the discussion. If you are with us on TikTok, all you need to do is to send a request. Once you send a request, I'm going to bring you in to make your contribution. Every other person in other platforms are going to be hearing your voice and they will respond when they have to respond. Likewise, those who are with me where I'm hosting the program on YouTube, if you want to join the platform to make a contribution, you have the right to join and make a contribution. The only thing that I request is that when you are appearing on our platform, please try as much as possible to appear in a decent manner. In making your argument, make your argument in a civil manner. There is no insult, no cussing out of people, no use of vulgar words. Try as much as possible to be civil. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how angry you are with us, how dissatisfied you are with what is going on. No matter what is troubling you, please control yourself, speak in a civil manner so that the world will understand you and also the Biafrans can be able to digest what you're saying and respond accordingly. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, people of the world, lovers of freedom that are watching on our platforms, I welcome every one of you and I thank you for being part of this program. We have come once again, as we always do, every blessed day. We come here to air our opinion on the issue of Biafra, to educate the world on the issue of Biafra, and to tell the world what is going on the issue of Biafra. And on today's program, we have chosen a topic which says, why Biafra freedom is delayed. The betrayal of Igbo elites and Nigerian government sabotage. This is what we are going to discuss today. Why Biafra freedom is delayed. The betrayal of Igbo elites and Nigerian government sabotage. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, this topic, it's a very important one and we have to pay attention. We're going to take it gradually and we can be able, so that we can be able to touch as many angles as we can. It's a very big topic, very broad, and we are going to touch everything that needs to be touched. You know how we do in this platform. We don't spare anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your tribe. Doesn't matter your position. When you cross the path of the restoration of Biafra, and we see you on the wrong path, we will expose you. We have come once again to speak as we always do. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you to today's broadcast. I appreciate you for spending your time with us. It is not easy. So many of us have so many other things to do, but you decide to spare your time with us. I appreciate that. No matter the attacks that we are getting, the obstacles and hindrances, no matter the challenges we are seeing, the sabotage we are seeing in all angles, that will not discourage us to do what we are going to do. If I am not discouraged, I don't know why you should be discouraged. With the battle I am facing today, online and offline, the battle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing, Mazi Nnamdi is facing, if we are not discouraged, I don't know why you yourself should be discouraged. Those of us who are putting our face on the line to speak, if we are not discouraged, why would you be discouraged? Continue to stay strong and do what you have to do. Today we go straight into the heart of the matter. Why is Biafra freedom delayed? This is a question that should be ringing bell in the heart of every Biafran. Why is Biafra freedom delayed? So many of us, we are born and we saw our parents asking for freedom. We were born into the freedom. We have heard about it. We have seen our leaders suffer persecution, and yet the freedom is not here yet. Do you sit back and ask yourself, why is Biafra freedom delayed? It's a very big question. For decades, our people have fought, suffered, bled, and died for dream of a free Biafra. Yet, chains of Nigeria still hold us down. Why? With all the effort that Biafrans are putting, with all the shedding of blood, with all the sacrifice, yet the chain of Nigeria still hold us down. Do you ask yourself why? Is it because Nigeria is too powerful? Of course, no. The greatest problem comes from within. The greatest problem we face comes from within. And it's high time we begin to look around ourselves and also think twice. Look at yourself. I look at myself. If you find out that is a place where you are delaying the freedom of Biafra from coming, please start from this moment to have a change of heart. I'm not coming here to blame anybody or point fingers on people. But if you know there is something you are doing that is drawing us back within yourself, this is the time for you to retrace your steps. The chain of Nigeria still holds us down. It's not because Nigeria is too powerful. No, not at all. The greatest problem comes from within. Our traditional rulers, politicians, the so-called elites have turned into agents of sabotage. This is a hard truth. A hard truth that you and I know. Instead of standing with the people, they dine with the enemies. Instead of defending freedom, they trade the blood of our people for contracts, for money, for political appointments. And this is why we are still delayed today. This is why the chains of Nigeria still hold us down. because those who are supposed to stand for us, our traditional rulers, politicians, the so-called elites, they turn into agents of sabotage. That is what they are. They have refused to stand with the people. Instead, they dine with the enemy. Instead of defending us and defending our freedom, they trade the blood of our people for contracts. They trade the blood of our people for money. They trade the blood of our people for political appointments. And the Nigerian government cleverly uses them to weaken our struggle. This is the major problem why our freedom is delayed. This is why our freedom is delayed. It's not because Nigeria is too powerful. They are not. My brothers and sisters, today, we will expose those betrayals. We will dig deep. We will name the obstacles. And we remind ourselves that no matter how long it takes, Biafra must come. In today's program, wherever you are watching from, feel free to join us and air your opinion, make your contribution. Biafra must come. Stay with us on today's program. Try and share. Let others join and air their opinion. It's a time to wake up the spirit of Biafra. Because this is the message Nigeria doesn't want the world to hear. The message we are preaching today is the kind of message that the zoological republic called Nigeria do not want the world to hear. But they can't stop us. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter their plans. We will never be stopped. We will not allow them to stop us. My brothers and sisters across the world, lovers of freedom, lovers of humanity, sons and daughters of Biafra, I welcome you all to this very important broadcast today. It doesn't matter how many we are. It's a message that you must carry and run with it. It's a message, a medium, whereby we'll tell the world what is going on in Biafra land. And also think within ourselves, know whom our enemies are. Why the delay after so many sacrifices, after so many efforts? Today we confront the hard truth. Why has Biafra freedom been delayed? Why? Why has the freedom of Biafra been delayed for so long? What forces are responsible for the setback? And why does it seem like every time we make progress, something drags us backward? Why? These are very critical questions that every one of us have to sit back and answer. Answer it within yourself, by yourself. These are questions you have to sit. You sit on a silent time. If it is on bed or sit at home, just sit at home within your own self and answer these questions. Try to find an answer to it. We are going to try today to give a collective answer. Wherever you are watching this program from, feel free to join us and make your contribution while we continue to move on this very program. What forces are responsible for the setbacks that we are seeing? Why has Biafran freedom been delayed for so long? And why does it seem like every time we make progress, something drags us backwards? Is Nigeria so powerful that it cannot be challenged? I am asking. Is Nigeria so powerful that it cannot be challenged? Or is it the real problem coming within? Is the real problem coming within? These are very serious and critical problems, issues that we must provide an answer to for us to move forward. We have tarried for a very long time. The truth is bitter, but it must be spoken. It doesn't matter how bitter the truth is, it must be spoken. And that is why we are here today. That is what this platform is meant for. The betrayal of our struggle. Hold on 1 minute, just give me a minute. Give me a minute, 1 minute. Sorry for that very obstruction. Thank you for your patience and waiting. Just got some little bit distractions, so I got to deal with it before I proceed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for waiting. So, my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you're watching, as we are saying, the truth is bitter. But that doesn't mean you wouldn't tell the truth. No matter how bitter the truth is, it must be spoken. The betrayal of our struggle by Igbo politicians, traditional rulers, and so-called elites has been the biggest weapon Nigeria uses against us. This is the truth and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter how bitter it sounds. It doesn't matter how heavy it sounds. This is the truth and nothing but the truth. Igbo politicians, traditional rulers, and so-called elite has been the biggest weapon Nigeria uses against us. And until we confront this betrayal, Biafra's journey to freedom will remain delayed. Did you hear me well? Until we confront these problems, Biafra freedom will remain delayed. Biafra is going to come. There's no doubt. Biafra has been handed over to us. There's no doubt. But the delay will continue except we confront these people. Except we confront these people, Igbo politicians, traditional rulers, and the so-called elites. It is high time we wake up and do the needful. We have to stop running around. We have to stop ignoring them, praising them, and joining them in that sabotage. Directly and indirectly, it is high time we wake up. Nigerian government is the master of sabotage. They know how to get into you. This is a craft that have been drawn by the British themselves and handed over to Nigeria. The British have drawn the craft and handed it over to Nigeria. Nigerian government is the master of sabotage when it comes to the Biafra issue. From the beginning, Nigeria have used divide and rule tactics to weaken the Igbo nation. Every one of us know that the Igbo nation are the major actors when it comes to the issue of Biafra restoration. There is no doubt about it. They invest human resources, they invest financial resources. Their presence is everywhere. So Nigerian government have known this, and they have gone in to use divide and rule tactics to weaken the Igbo nation. And you heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on that video that I played before this program. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about divide and rule. That most of the time we talk about this divide and rule, every one of us know about, we speak about it. We recognize divide and rule, but yet we don't sit back and look at it critically. How are they dividing and ruling? Where are you falling? Are you working under that divide and rule that you are preaching against? Some of us, unintentionally, work for Nigeria, helping them to divide, create different fractions, create factions in the east, in the west, answering different kinds of names to make sure they delay the progress on what we are doing. So many of us are involved in this divide and rule, knowingly and unknowingly, intentionally and unintentionally. This is a craft that has been mastered by the Zoological Republic, and they do it and play it very, very well. A craft drawn and written by the British, and it is working up to this moment as I speak. So many of us are not paying attention to this. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria, instead of facing the demand of self-determination, instead of Nigeria facing the demand of self-determination by Biafrans, what they will do is to bribe. They bribe, they intimidate, they arrest and kill Biafran people. Instead of Nigerian government to pay attention to the demand of self-determination, a right of the people, not a privilege, a right of the people supported by international law, supported by African Peoples and Human Rights Law, supported by Nigerian law itself, instead of the federal government to face the demand of self-determination by Biafrans, what do? They bribe, they intimidate, they arrest and kill Biafrans because they demand for self-determination. What I am saying is happening. Even as we speak, it is still ongoing. The bribery is still ongoing. The intimidation is still ongoing. The arrest is still ongoing. The killing of Biafran is still going on as we speak. The Nigerian government used the military to install fears. They use their military to instill fears, abduction. These are what Nigerians are doing, Nigerian government is doing to sabotage the restoration of Biafra. They use their military to instill fear. Abducting activists, all the Biafran activists. Once they see you identify with Biafra, they abduct you. That is why today people find it difficult to come out and speak about the issue of Biafra. They abduct Biafran activists indiscriminately, disappear them. One of the examples is the detaining of our leader, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and committing atrocities in Biafra land that are underreported in the media. All these things are the sabotage against the restoration of Biafra, conducted by Nigerian government. They use military to instill fears, abducting activists, detaining leaders like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and committing atrocities in Biafra land that are underreported in the media. You know, media is part of the intimidation. Media is part of the atrocities. Media is part of the sabotage. The Yoruba media, when we call Yoruba media, the Yoruba has controlled the media in Nigeria. That is why we attach Yoruba to the media. They are in the front line and they are the ones writing the script, preaching it and pushing it out there. Today, they have even come to social media to recruit people who help them to spill lies to sabotage the freedom of the Biafran people. Nigeria understand one thing. If Biafran remain united, nothing can stop us. Nigeria understand it very, very well. That if we remain united, that nothing on the planet Earth can stop us. So their strategy is to buy off our leaders and use them against us. That is their number one strategy, to buy off our leaders and use them against us. And they are doing it very, very effectively. They are doing it very, very effectively, and it's working for them. My fellow Biafrans, when we talk about buying off our leaders, you can see the role of Igbo politicians. You can see the role that the Igbo politicians are playing today in the subjugation of Biafran people, in the destruction of the life of Biafran people, to make sure that we don't survive. You can see the roles that they are playing. Many of our politicians in Biafra land today pretend to represent us. But in reality, they represent Abuja and not Biafra. Many politicians today, they pretend to represent you that is from Biafra region, but they don't. They represent Abuja. They represent the Caliphate. They represent the Janjaweed, not Biafra. They are more interested in political position, contracts, and crumbs from the Nigerian government than the freedom of their people. You can see it every day by their attitude, by their behaviors. They are more interested in political position, contracts, crumbs from the Nigerian government than the freedom of their own people. These are the kind of politicians, leaders they have given us as politicians. Chosen, single-handedly chosen by the government of Nigeria. These politicians deliberately sabotage the struggle because they fear losing their privilege in a free Biafra. One of their major problems, why they will continue to sabotage, because they believe that only in a fraudulent Nigeria will they make sense, will they make their billions. Only in a fraudulent Nigeria will they be relevant. They are afraid of the unknown. They fear losing their privilege. They are so much afraid of losing their privileges in a free Biafra. That is why they continue to sabotage, and they will continue to sabotage if we do nothing. If we do not take action, they will continue to sabotage. They did it yesterday, they will do it today, and they will do it tomorrow. These same politicians from Biafra land, more especially from Igbo land, they criminalize freedom fighters. They criminalize their own brothers that are fighting for their freedom. With their own mouths, they open their mouth and they call their own youth miscreants. This language, miscreant, was first mentioned by the politicians from Biafra land. That is how they describe their own children, their youths who are fighting for their freedom. They also lobby against Biafra because Nigeria rewards them for betrayal. Every time they betray their own people, every time they take the life of the youths, every time they destroy the properties, Nigeria rewards them. Go and check. Nigeria reward them with position. Look at Umahi. With all the destruction of life that Umahi did, he have been rewarded with a position in the government. Hope Uzodinma rewarded as a governor. Wike rewarded as FCT Federal Capital Territory. Wike rewarded after killing Biafrans in Obibo, destroying life in Obibo. He was rewarded with Minister of FCT. This is why they will not stop sabotaging. Except we do something, except we take a critical action, they will not stop. They will not stop. The criminality of these politicians is so disturbing that we have some very, very clear examples, which I'm going to go into later on, to show you how critical examples, how these politicians sabotaged us. Critical examples, how they sabotaged us. If we do nothing, they will not stop. They will continue. They will continue. The other people that are participating in the delay of the freedom of Biafran people, that are acting in front line to delay Biafran people, are also the role of the traditional rulers. These people that call themselves your traditional rulers, they are part of the evil. They are part. They are playing a role to delay the freedom of the Biafran people. Our so-called traditional rulers were once respected as defenders of the people, but today, many have become puppets of politicians in Abuja. They have become puppets of politicians, puppets to Abuja. None of them can stand boldly and speak to defend their own people. Instead of standing as a voice of truth, they are silenced by money. They are silenced by security escort. They are silenced by fake honor. Fake honor. This is a disturbing issue that, if not treated accordingly or looked into, we continue to delay the freedom of Biafrans. Instead of standing as the voice of truth, which they are supposed to be, they are silenced by money, mere money. Many of them are placed on salary. Almost all the traditional rulers in Biafra land today, they are on salary. They introduced the system of giving them a certificate by governor, a governor giving them a certificate that if you don't play to the rule of the governor, you will lose your certificate. You are no longer going to be a traditional ruler. And of course, you know that the governor is working for Abuja. So when Abuja decide that they're going to live there, you are going to live there. That's what you can do. They place them on salary. And now their interest is to protect that salary that is coming from the government. They no longer have a voice. They provide them with security escort. You see, many of them, they give them escort. In the normal sense, the people we defended their traditional ruler. The traditional is not supposed to be going around with escort. A traditional ruler is not supposed to get around with government escort, police escort. You're not supposed to be doing that. For what reason? What are you protecting yourself from? For a tradition to do that, it means that your people did not choose you. You are not chosen. You are not chosen because traditional rulers in Biafra land, they are born. Kings are born. They are born. And from birth, their people protect them. Their people give their life for them. They stand for them. They don't have need to look for police to come and guide them. But what we see today is that they put them on salary, they give them escort because they know that definitely they are going to go against the will of the people. So that when the people begin to hold them to account, they use escort and police escort to protect themselves. And they give them some fake honors. That doesn't mean anything. Today they call them to Abuja and they give them gramos goes. Fake honor, that doesn't have any meaning. Only to sell their people. And this will continue if nothing is done. This is what is delaying us in the cause of our freedom. These traditional rulers that we have today do not speak for the widows. the poor, the massacred, or the detained. Instead, they gather in State House to praise the same system killing their own people. Each time you see them on television, on screen, they gather in the same system, the same place, the same system that is killing their people. They go there and shower praises on them. You can imagine Ohanes and Igbo congratulating Nigerian government. Congratulating Nigerian government for pushing for the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Congratulating Nigerian government for pronouncing a sentence on Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ohanes and Igbo putting a bounty on the head of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ohanes and Igbo have not put a bounty on the terrorists that are terrorizing Biafra and taking innocent life. They have never done so. There have been many confessions and many confession people who Fulanis have captured and killed. They collect ransom and take their life. Many confessions of people who have gone and come back. Luckily for them. But Ohanes and Igbo never deem it fit to place any ransom on their head. But they place ransom on their own son, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. The evil of the traditional rulers. They do not speak for the widows. They do not speak for the poor. They do not speak for the massacred or the detained people. They never speak for them. Instead, they gather in the State House to praise the same killer, the same person that killed their people. They shower praises on them. This is what is delaying our freedom. The traditional rulers, they are part and parcel of the delay of the freedom of the people. A true traditional ruler should defend his own people, not dine with their oppressor. A true traditional ruler should be in the front line to defend the cause of the freedom of his people and not to dine with the oppressor. But what do we see? We see them dining and whining with the oppressors every blessed day. We see them dining and whining with the oppressor. And when you talk, they say you don't respect leaders. Just recently, after 4 years plus, going to 5 years, after almost 5 years, I saw a video of some people who came out and say they are protesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they call themselves traditional rulers. After 4 years plus, going to 5 years, almost 5 years, where have they been? Only when a northerner have come out to call for a mass protest for their own son. Only when a northerner has come out to call for a mass protest. That is when they remember that they will come and organize their shenanigans they call the protest. And I want to bring that thing up so that you can see and tell me, is this the real traditional rulers you have? Are these the traditional rulers you know of that you have in Biafra land? I want to bring it up. This video is coming. This protest is coming after 4 years. Now going to 5 years. Now going to 5 years, and the pressure is everywhere. All of a sudden, they realize that it is time to protest. All of a sudden, they woke up from their sleep after.
elders for Galeno. Yeah. Other elders, Galeno. Yeah. Galeno. Yeah. Iwa Dono. Hey. Biko.
And by the way, this is Abia elders. They call themselves Abia elders. Did you hear? They call themselves Abia elders. Where are the traditional rulers in Abia State? The father of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a traditional ruler. He's a traditional ruler. Eze Israel Oku Kanu is a traditional ruler who died because of the attack of the government in his house. Where are they? Where are they? Where are the traditional rulers in Abia State? Where are the traditional rulers in Abia State? Where are the traditional rulers in Igbo land? The Obi of Onitsha. There's and those of Owerri. All those traditional rulers scattered in everywhere, going with convoy and security. Where are they? Where are they? After 5 years, these ones that call themselves elders of Abia decided to come out. After 4 years, almost going to 5 years. And I want us to listen to what they have to say.
Okay, I think I can speak for you now. I'm part of you, you know? I joined the Alam Camp before my cross because we understand the same thing. I didn't go too much. How many of you be executive? 5 of us. How many of you? 5 of 4. Okay. Please, I want to talk to the executive. And being a responsible government, and I am not here, because I make sure that, like His Excellency has said, every Abian is properly taken care of. And if you don't belong, you don't no problem. So let us have I have here the Secretary to the State Government. He goes, you know that any little thing you don't manage as a responsible government of His Excellency Dr. Alex Jomawood will respond. We like people to organize themselves orderly, just like we organize orderly. Instead of meeting here that moon. So what for trying your leaders, let us just go and have a meeting with them. Hold on. 1 minute now. Hold on. Let's everybody. Let's talk. Because I went to Abia Elders Forum. Mamano. Yeah. Nzikondi Igbo, Ndoke Igbo, Mamano. Yeah. Nzikondo Igbo, Mamano. Yeah. Ndaju Nudonga. Yeah. Nanugu Nunaya. Yeah. Nanambaru Nunaya. Yeah. Imo Nunaya. Yeah. Ebo Nunaya. Yeah. moto bịa otu n'uche bịa unu trekịrị no dịnị gị mma otu ahụ oke a unu na-abịarụla hia na ọ gaghị edere unu mma mmiri na-amụ unu na ọdres
abụ onye ndị okenye Igbo bịa igosipụta iwe na obi ọjọọ na ọnụma jụrụ anyị n'obi na ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị bụ Naijiria gbasara nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, onye ejichiri na mkpọrọ kemgbe afọ abụọ na.
You see, when you listen to them, we have had, and this, I think this protest is in Abia State. But I'm asking, are these the traditional rulers in Igbo land? They address themselves as Elders Forum, Igbo Elders Forum. And when you hear the way they address it, the way they appear, everything looks organized. It looks organized, but my question is this the main Elders Forum of Igbo land? Are these the people who are made up of the Igbo Forum? The Igbo land that we know. The Igbo land that we know. That we know. Now you begin to see, when we talk about this divide and rule of the caliphate, you saw when they were doing their Ohaneze election, some party were there in Enugu doing their own election. Some party was in River State doing their election. And this is what Nigerian government have succeeded in doing, that they cannot speak in one voice. We cannot be deceived. Only after when a northerner have come to call for a mass protest. You can see his own is even very much organized. Printed tags, he printed emblems, printed t-shirts with the face of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, demanding for a mass protest on the 1st of October. A very critical date. A northerner came to do that. And look at what those who call themselves our elders are doing. Which maybe when you investigate properly, you might discover that this group now was formed, staged by the state government to make their own statement, their own kind of statement that they want. Their own kind of statement. I ask again, are these the elders of Igbo land that we know? Are these the elders of Igbo land that we know? If these are the elders of Igbo land that we know, then there is a problem. There is a problem. Before I proceed on this message, I will also play the video of the latest report coming from our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case as at yesterday on 24th. As at yesterday, the situation of the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is becoming much more critical than you can ever imagine. Things are becoming worse. It is not getting any better. If you are not worried, you better begin to get worried. I said it when they shifted that very court case closer. There is something they know that we didn't know. But we are going to find out as time goes on. We will know what is happening and what is going on. Every single one of us, wherever you are as a Biafran, you must be very careful. You must be very careful. We must be more serious than we are before. We must not joke with the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You must not joke with it. if you care about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you care about his life, you must pay attention and speak now before it is too late.
Thank you very much. Today is the 24th of September 2025. Myself and my colleagues, we are just coming out from BSS facility somewhere along the Lube Express Highway, where we went to visit our client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to find out the status of his health, only to discover that yesterday, the 23rd of September 2025, the Nigerian Medical Council brought in seasoned medical practitioners from various zones of the institute to conduct and review the examination done by Professor Araj on our client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, it became necessary because of the controversy raised by one officer of the DSS called Dr. Nasir Mohammed, who wanted to debunk all the tests and all the findings of Professor Araj. Araj had found that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has issues with his kidney, with his pancreas, with his prostate, with his heart, the depletion of potassium in his bloodstream. And he deposed to those facts in an affidavit before a court of law. Unfortunately, one Mr. or Dr. Dr. Nasir Mohammed, who was not, or who has never on his own inspected or investigated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, decided to depose to an affidavit contradicting the whole findings. Thank God the Attorney General of the Federation, Fagbemi SAN, wanting to do justice, we believe, now requested the Medical Council to give him an independent body to review or to investigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As we are here today, the 25th, we want to tell you that, the 24th of September 2025, we want to inform the world that this team of doctors confirmed the findings of Professor Araj and also discovered more. As a matter of fact, they found out that Mazi has an issue with the nursery that requires urgent medical surgery. Now, this he incurred as a result of torture in Kenya, in the hands of the Kenyan security operatives and their Nigerian collaborators when they renditioned him from Kenya to Abuja, Nigeria. So the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health, as we are saying today, is deteriorating by the day. We are urging Nigerians and lovers of freedom to take into consideration that it is only a man that is alive that can ever stand trial. And we do not know what is the specific interest of Nasir Mohammed that he is giving counter affidavits, counter information to the Nigerian society. What does he have to gain from the ill health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Please, we want our country to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not committed any crime known to law, is suffering injustice and punishment for something that does not exist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only believes in the freedom of his people.
You have heard the reports from the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can see that the situation is even worse than what we know. And the Nigerian government, as usual, are using another doctor, Nasri, a Janjaweed doctor, to disprove the actual facts of the situation of health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To come and begin to tell the world a different thing. To come and make claims against the original condition that have been investigated by a qualified doctor, a Biafran. And because of that, they made a report and a team of doctors from various locations were put together. Medical experts came together to do proper investigation of the health of Mazi Nnamdi, and they found out that things are even more serious than you think. That the situation of health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is worse than you know. It is good that these informations are coming out. Because for a long time, these things have, from the very first day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, continued to lament. It was Mazi Simon Ekpa that stopped the issue of saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in good spirit, on good spirit. We would have continued to say in good spirit, on good spirit until we lose him. Now, a team of doctors have been assembled and they discovered even much serious issues. Why the government of Nigeria is using another person to push a propaganda that actually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not suffering for anything. Now, when I say that when you hear about the shifts of the court case, you have to be worried. These are the reasons why you have to be worried. The health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also made a statement. In the statement he released, he said he is not seeking for pity for anybody. He wants to be alive to face his trial accordingly. It is his life that matters. It's not about pity. This is not about pity. He has to be alive to face the trial and win it, whatever be the outcome. He said he doesn't want pity from anybody. What is your traditional rulers doing? What are your politicians doing? What are every one of them doing? Only a northern called for a mass protest. The people that are delaying our freedom, another major group of people are the ones that call themselves elites. We know there are no elites in Biafra land, but they call themselves elites. These are businessmen, those who call themselves intellectuals, the community leaders, who should be backbone of the struggle. They often choose silence and collaboration with the enemies. This set of people, they are supposed to be the backbone of the restoration of Biafra. The businessmen, the intellectuals, the community leaders. These people, they should be the backbone of this restoration. But what do? They often choose to be silent. They rather not say anything. And some of them go ahead to collaborate with the enemies. Many of them fear losing their wealth because, of course, they got their wealth in a fraudulent way. They made their money in a fraudulent way in the hand of Nigeria. The same Nigeria that gave them that wealth can take it away, and they are afraid of that. Many fear losing their wealth. Properties that they acquired illegally from the Zoological Republic. Many of them acquired oil wells illegally. They acquired estates, lands stolen illegally with illegal money. And they know that the government knows. And because of that, that is what they're afraid of. They don't want to lose it. They fear losing their positions as whatever they call them. They forget that without freedom, wealth means nothing. Without freedom, wealth means absolutely nothing. Instead of investing in liberation of our people, they invest in the same Nigeria that enslaved us. These are the idiots that call themselves elites. You see some of them telling you money na water. They go to Abuja, they are building estates, buying land, building estates in Abuja, spending billions in Lagos. This bunch of clowns who are running around claiming to be rich and wealthy, instead of investing in the liberation of their people, they invest in the same Nigeria that enslaved their people. That is where they invest. History will not remember their wealth, but their cowardice. Whoever you are, and you are part of this atrocity, history will never remember that your idiotic wealth, that your bloody wealth. History will only remember your cowardice, just like it has done in the past. The delay we are facing in the restoration of Biafra, the delay we are facing today, why Biafra freedom is delayed, why Biafra freedom is delayed. Biafra is not delayed because the idea is weak. Not at all. It is delayed because of the betrayals from within. The betrayal from within is so huge that if nothing is done, it will continue to be delayed. it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you feel, it doesn't matter how you cry, it doesn't matter how you want people to pity you. The betrayal from within, if it continues, Biafra will continue to be delayed until we do something about it. Every time Nigeria plan operation, they rely on Igbo collaboration to make it possible. There is no operation that they carry out without the collaboration with the same people who are seeking for freedom. They collaborate with their traditional rulers. They collaborate with ordinary people. Nigeria cannot fight Biafra alone. They can't even stand it for you. They can't even stand for a week. Every time Nigeria plan operation, they rely on Igbo collaboration to make it possible. Every time we rise, some among us sell out. The Nigerian government is clever, but the betrayal of Igbo elites is the real chain holding us down. The betrayal of the Igbo elites, that is the real chain that is holding us down. If we cannot break that chain, the delay will continue. The delay will continue. Ask yourself, what is the way forward? With all these challenges that we are seeing, with all these obstructions that we have seen, with all these things that we have identified, with all these problems we have identified in one place or the other, what is the way forward? It's a question that every one of us should answer individually and begin to think about how to implement it. What is the way forward? We must expose these betrayers. Stop collaborating politicians. Stop collaborating with politicians who betray us. You know them. I know them. Those politicians that betray us, stop collaborating with them. It doesn't matter whether they're your brother, your sister, your benefactor. No matter what they do, whether they give you a project, they give you a contract, stop collaborating with them. Stop collaborating with them. Stop honoring traditional rulers who keep silent when their people suffer. How many times have you heard the Obi of Furniture come and campaign for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about him, it was when the British went to inquire about him on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, if you want to kill him, kill him. Nothing will happen. Ezende in Imo State, what has he said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all this while? All the traditional rulers in Biafra land, can you provide me any of them that have made a video, a write-up on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Instead, they joined hand in proscribing IPOB. They supported it. They joined hand in contributed money in paying ransom to kidnap our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They joined hand to send Bianca Ono. They sent Bianca Ono to Finland to testify against Mazi Simon Ekpa, make sure he's brought down. Every one of them was a signatory to it. These are the bunch of idiots that we have. We must stop collaborating with them. Every idiotic politician who betray us, stop honoring traditional rulers who keep silent when their people suffer. We know them. Stop honoring them. We must invest in grassroots unity. We must invest in grassroots unity. We must. That is why when I talk about the sit at home, that sit at home brought a kind of unity among us. Unity that cannot be thrown away. That we are supposed to capitalize on it and hold it. Grassroots unity. We must invest in it. Invest in grassroots unity. When the people are united, no elite or government can stop us. When the people are united, who the hell is the elite or the government? They can't stop you. They can't. Look at the places where there are revolution. The Arab Spring, we are done by the masses because they were together. All the places where there are revolution, the latest one of Nepal, the Nepal revolution was triggered by a young boy, a young child, a young boy, a secondary school boy. Because of unity, they were able to move mountain, and everybody on their feet with all the ammunition of their military. They had nothing, but they were able to turn this around because they were united. Some of you don't know the power of unity. That when we preach unity, some get angry. Unity undeterred. It doesn't matter what anybody believes or what your own orientation. It doesn't matter your own ideology. It doesn't matter the camp you belong. Unity of purpose. Unity of purpose. That is what I'm talking about. Unity of purpose. We must unite and chase this evil away. If we don't, Biafra freedom will continue to be delayed. We must remain consistent, persistent, and fearless. Every one of us, we must remain consistent, persistent, and fearless. That is the way forward. Put it in your heart. We must remember that delay is not defeat. Delay is not, they might delay us. They will continue to delay us. For as long as we don't do things right, as long as we don't put a stop, they will continue to delay us. But I want you to remember that delay is not defeat. Freedom may take time, but it cannot be stopped. It does not matter what the enemies are saying, what they are doing. I want you to be strong wherever you are. Be focused. My people, I want you to be strong. Who do you think is the biggest enemy of Biafra? Do you think it is Nigeria or our own betrayers? I ask you, who do you think is the biggest enemy of Biafra restoration? Is it Nigerian government or our own betrayers? We must answer this question sincerely and begin to do something about it. These people that I pointed out on this program, the traditional rulers, the politicians, the elites, they are in the front line. And as we go forward, I am going to give you practical examples where they played the role. I will give you practical examples where they played a role that will make you finally agree and identify that these people, truly, truly, they are a major problem. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, and you are with us on this program, I want you to be focused. Do not get distracted. It doesn't matter how strong the challenges may be. Hold your peace. Biafra is still possible. There might be delay, but delay is not defeat. You're welcome, my brother Greg. Thank you so much for joining. And my brother Kochux, thank you so much for being there with me. Let's go. If my brother Greg, if you're there, Greg, please unmute yourself and speak to Biafrans. Let's hear you. If you're there, Greg, unmute yourself and speak to Biafrans. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Mazi. Good afternoon.
You're welcome, my brother.
Good afternoon, Coaches. Good afternoon, Biafrans all over the world. We thank God today again is another new day. May his name be praised. We thank God for all Biafrans, especially in Igbo land. We thank God for our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. God will continue to strengthen him, no matter what the plan and the thought of the enemy and the plan of the enemy. Heaven will scatter all their plan because he is a pure man. So our prayer today is the God of Israel, the God that keep Igbo people and make them to be whom they are, and the God of Biafra, we take care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that from his head to his toe, the angels of healing will visit him and touch him for healing. Our prayer is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be healed. We don't depend on man or woman, on anything that God created, but we depend on God. And he himself depends on God. So I pray that that God he always call will visit him in any situation and make him free from the evil Nigeria, free from any kind of disease or sickness that might be being his problem this time around. The surprise healing of God will come upon him. That is our prayer. And we pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our PM, Simon Ekpan, that as the appeal court is going, Chineke onye ikpe mkpegharị ga-ekpegharị ikpe Simon Ekpan Njọkọ, he will come out and start his work. And he will soon out and start where he stopped. It's only the power of God that will do it. They will not even know when they will release Simon Ekpan, and he will be free. Because when God says he's free, nobody will hold him. That is our prayer this morning. And all the leaders and the medias and the Biafra armies, God will be their strength and give them courage and wisdom to continue doing this work. All this we ask through the name of the Son of God, Jesus, now and forever. Amen. Yes, my brother. Thank you for today and the opportunity again. It's been some days I was not being here. Yes, I will first start from the clip you played this morning, where these elders are protesting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care if the politicians arrange it or whatever, whether they are pure or they're not pure. The most important thing is shows that Nnamdi Kanu is being unjust, holding him in Nigeria. So if the politicians arrange these people to come and protest, it shows that it is injustice that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If it those people that came on their own, it still shows that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unjustly held in Nigeria.
That's right.
So St. Paul says, whether they preach Christ for pretense or they are real, the most important thing is the message.
Yes.
So the message there is, we are not happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering in prison. There is one only thing I wanted to comment, and in this, that very clip you played just now. You know, Nigerian politicians are criminal. You see a group of people and you call them elders, and they came out to protest against their son or their brother that is being just held. And you want to show clever criminality. That is how they manipulate our people every time, but they will not understand. You just came where they're protesting. You want to separate them from their leaders.
Exactly.
He said, we don't want rain to touch you as a responsible government.
Oh, God.
As you see, it's raining or it's trying to rain. We don't want this rain to touch you. Your people are elders. What they're trying always to do is to show the public how criminality they are. They will present the thing that they know that is right, to use it to confuse you. You are elders, rain is not supposed to beat you. Come, you people have started to go in. So let's see your elders, those their leaders, come, let them follow us. We'll go inside and discuss. Why we all of them not enter the hall and discuss? So that they will go and bribe those people, and when they come out, they will talk in rubbish. So they are not up to 1,000 there. So why can't you put them in a hall and address them? And they will say their opinions. And now you want to clever and say, who are those their elders? Who are those your this thing? Who are those your leaders? I want those people that are your leaders, and so that you can go, so that rain will not beat you. Let those your leaders come, so that we can address them. That is criminality of Nigeria. We are too clever to know those rubbish with Nigeria. That is the way they roll. So when they go, they will bribe those people, and then when they come out, they have swallowed the protest they come out to do. That is Nigeria. And that is how they bribe all of them in everything from the head to the toe. So that whenever they come, they have swallowed that bribe. They will not be able to speak again because they have eaten that evil bread. That is what this criminal person that come to address them as if he loved them came out to do as a responsible government. So that is number one.
Very
and
good
if they yield to that thing, they will perish. That is number one. Number two is you ask question, who are the people that is delaying us, and who are the people that is causing Biafra not to come? When you watch somebody who tells you that if you bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out and you put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the specialist hospital, that he will go there and poison him and buy him. When you look at the clip of the man who said he based in Germany, who is cursing Ojukwu and telling you that Ojukwu is the problem or was the problem of the Igbos, and he was insulting Ojukwu. So tell me, what is the difference between what that man said and the behavior of Bianca Ojukwu? Can you give me the difference? No difference.
No difference.
No difference. Because if Bianca did not have hand in what killed Ojukwu, if Bianca was not against the Biafra and he and his father, if Bianca was not against the Biafra, he has respect for the what Ojukwu suffered, what Ojukwu went to exile for. If Bianca did not go and lie in the evil bed with her waist, she will not accept any gift from this evil government of Buhari and the Tinubu. If that man, if that woman is a pure Igbo girl born in Igbo land, if that lady, if I'm God, God forgive me, and they ask me, this man that live in Germany that speak evil against Ojukwu, and the one they call Ijer and the rest of them, and the wife of Ojukwu, who will I seize his bread first because of this evil? I will tell you, Bianca. I say, God forgive me, but I just say my opinion. Because this evil woman have no single respect for what Ojukwu fought with his father's wealth. He have no respect for the whole cry Ojukwu was crying until he died. He accepted because on actually well in a bed everywhere for the sake of money. So, and now people will be attacking the man in Germany, saying he caused Ojukwu. Why the wife and the woman that born for her, about 2 or 3 children, is the one who is responsible for every insult and anything that happened to Ojukwu. So these are the, people don't normally understand interpretations. So coming to the one of the medication about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the doctor's report. Believe you me, from what my mind is telling me, they must have poisoned Nnamdi Kanu.
That one is, there is no doubt about it. No single doubt about that one. And that is why we are complaining, because they are delaying so that that poison will sink into his body.
Into his body.
It cannot be cured anymore.
This man that came for that professor, I know him. That professor is an American trained doctor from Navy, yes. Dr. Agaj. He operated my brother-in-law, had surgery. He's a cardiologist or whatever you call him. Spent years in US. He's a power. He is the little time that Yar'Adua survived Nigeria. He was among. He was the first. I'm telling you with the first-hand last information. I know him very perfectly well.
You're right.
So every result, the last thing that man would do in his career is to write a fake result. It doesn't matter who is concerned. I'm just telling you the perfect. He can never risk his license of his medical license for any, whether Nnamdi Kanu or Igbo or any person. So that result he wrote Take it any place in the world. That result, Dr. Agaj, right, is perfectly as it is. So this result shows how wicked the so-called Nigeria and the Fulanis are. And look at that name, somebody Mohammed or whatever. Who know where he went to do his quack doctor and all those things? So that is the kind of wickedness Nigerians suffer. Somebody will just come and ask, well, affidavit, because they don't know the importance of affidavits. And then maybe after these things now, and all this team of doctors now come and write all this report again, he will go free. There will be no punishment.
Of course, he will go free.
For lying under oath. For lying under oath. Nothing will happen to him. For lying under oath. They will not ask him question, how did you get this your result? By taking oath to say that nothing is happening to this man. Nobody will sue him. Nobody will bring him out to come and tell us how we managed to bring all those results. So, my brother, these are the reasons why Biafra must go. These are the reasons why Biafra must go. Every day there are reasons why Biafra must go. Every day we see reasons where Biafra must go. Because people will see the light. Because of wickedness and what they want to achieve. That is the problem. So I pray that Biafrans will hearken to this preaching. I pray that Biafrans, both home and abroad, we know that nothing like freedom. Look at Britain, France, Finland, all of them doing what? Coming out for Palestinians. Because Palestinians, both the terrorists and the non-terrorists, all of them are standing for one thing, freedom of Palestinians.
Absolutely.
No matter what, even the whole world know that they are terrorists. None of their person will come out in the public and criticize them. It's impossible. It can't do it. It will not last 24 hours. This kind of man that call himself Nigerian, even the wife of Ojukwu cannot come out and do it.
Cannot.
She cannot, because she know what she cannot stay for 24 hours. Somebody will risk his life and bring her down. But because they know Biafrans, we don't love to waste our own, or we don't love to see blood. That is why you see them doing all these things they are doing. And that is what the world see that makes them to supporting Palestine. They know that Palestinians, that even many are terrorists than the normal, the liberal ones. So that is it. So my prayer is that Biafrans will understand this one day and know that Nnamdi Kanu is not our problem. Nnamdi Kanu have come to look for the solution. And we will support him, support PM, support Dr. Ngozi Arabeze and the United States of Biafra to make sure that everything that we are working for, that this man every day, all the media come out and cry, all the people in the house, in the home, risking their life, and people contributing their wealth and their everything to make sure that freedom comes. That it is not just because of popularity, but because of freedom. And the freedom is only what we have. Thank you, Mazi Choose, and God bless Biafra. Let me give my brother Choose to talk.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very, very, very wonderful observation you made when we are talking about the sabotage of Nigerian government. It just played out in that very video. I thank God that my brother pointed it out. It just played out in that very small clip I played that about that very, very, very elders protest. You can imagine. In a protest, people are protesting. Highest, they submit their protest to you. They submit it for you. If it is the one they did not write down, they want to speak. Who is to speak? The person who speak in the congregation, they speak. You take the information and you go, and they go. What is the essence of picking 5 people? Other people should go home. You pick 5 people. Remember, that was the same thing they did in the NSAS. When the NSAS, they were busy asking them, who are your leaders? We want to know those who are. And because they could not be able to find the leaders of that NSAS, that was why it succeeded for some days. and they went ahead, created hoodlums to go and attack the NSAS. They created hoodlums, created their own people, paid them and pushed them to go and attack innocent protesters. And that is what they do. They will come and ask you, who is the leader of the protest? They want to know who is leading so that they can be able to get that person and pay. Because everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. It is only some few people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon that have proven that they are unbribable. They are unbribable. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was offered a position of a vice president, offered oil wells. With different, he refused. They promised Mazi Simon they're going to make him the Dangote of Biafra land. He said no. Only few people, 2 of them identified, have proven that they are unbribable. Can see when we talk about the sabotage, the evil of Nigeria, it is not hidden. Just see this one, this one is just practical now in that very video. It is just very practical. Using the state governor. They just come there, and who are your leaders? They pick them, every other person go home. They are not even talking about it. They just said, he just dismissed them and you go inside and talk. Even when one of them wanted to interject, to at least air his opinion and speak. He doesn't want that one to talk. He said, I told you who is the leader. Let the leader. The Chukwu Kabiama have mercy on us. My brother Kochux, please go on, my brother Kochux. Go on, let's hear you. Kochux, if you are there, unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Kochux, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, choose survivor. Good morning from my side. Mazi, good morning.
You're welcome, my brother.
And good morning, Biafra. Thank you. You always say that you continue to be talking, no matter what. Even though they push you up and down, you'll continue to be saying it.
We'll continue to say it too.
Because if you close our mouths, anytime that somebody closes mouth, that is the day that the person have entered 6 feet. But apart from that, you could not be saying it. First of all, Mazi, choose survivor. The little clip that you play before, if I can say something about that clip, that thing is just well planned with that the same governor that went to go and meet. Because we take all those people, the movement, and at the same time, I'm very sure that they have seen that the coming out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is near. The plan of the Janjaweed government, every plan, all their plan from beginning to the end, even for them to change the date, the hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is to tell you that it's possible that the doctor that examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told them that this particular man that you people are holding, this man will not going to live highest 30 days. You're going to give up. That is this why they changed that date.
It's possible. Everything is possible.
That is what I calculate from that aspect. And they did not have any other option to go arrange all those stupid protests they come out now to do. Are they going to tell me that they did not see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2021, that he has been in DSS custody? They can never organize protests by themselves. It's now they manage to organize protests. And never to say the rest. On that thing, today being 25th of September, today is still Onyendu birthday. Happy birthday once again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But everything that they are planning, I'm sure that Chukwu Kikabiama is aware of it. Not today, not yesterday. And again, on that thing that I will say, on that the same, everything that is playing out today, everything that is going on today, all of them is aware. Or are they going to say that is the pleading that Bianco no is one that plead that made them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But they should remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have stated there's no happy to on him. What is even say that he's dead already? That the only thing that can make him to come back to alive is only Biafra. And for them releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Bianco no, as he said, they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to him. It's a sacrilege. And all their plan is for them to hand over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Bianco no. What is that? Or what are they even planning itself?
That one is madness now. Don't be crazy with that one.
What are they planning? Just to carry anointed man to hand it over to our Lord, or how would I even put it myself? Because every one of them that is shouting of releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, it not come within their mind. It not come from their heart. It's just that they don't have any other option. And the heat that every one of us is giving them, most especially Biafrans all over the world. That's the reason why they take that date. But with everything that they are planning, we are watching them. Let me stop here first. Mazi, choose.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for your contribution. Peaceman, are you there? Peaceman, if you are there, unmute yourself and speak to us. Let's hear you, Peaceman.
My brother, good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome, my brother.
And good afternoon, my brothers in the studio. I greet you all. And I greet all my brother, I have heard what you said. Anywhere I wasn't around where you started, but the point that I heard from you is that I want to ask you, my brother, is the Nigerian government, terrorist government, planning to bring out our leader? Now he has complained that kidney, liver, every part of his side of his body is hot. Are you sure that these people haven't done our leader what they did to AKO Abiola? Are you sure? Because the way I am seeing this, I hope that these people haven't done anything wrong to our leader, because my mind is telling me that they are bringing him out. My mind is telling me they have bringing him out, but they have succeeded something. And we shouldn't be blind, thinking that bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it will bring the freedom of Biafra. Yes, bringing me out is going to bring the freedom of Biafra. But what about his health? What about his health? Because we don't want anything to happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want to tell Nigerian government, they should listen to me right now. We, the people of Biafra, we fought a war for 30 years with the British. War is not our priority, but whenever comes war is our priority. They should make sure that nothing to happen to our great leader, because we don't give a fuck. You understand? The Boko Haram cannot begin negotiating with the Nigerian government terrorists. And the Nigerian government terrorists are using the soldiers to be subduing and be killing the innocent people of Biafra because of their looking for their freedom. But the place that is good, they are going to touch the python tail is if anything, if they are hearing me right now, if anything should happen to our leader, they should, no. We won't take it lightly. Bringing me out, giving us Biafra is not a problem, but I hope he is going to stay longer and see the benefit we have done to Biafra. We Igbos who shouldn't sleep. We shouldn't sleep and watch these people harm our leader, because I am very, very angry right now. It looks as if we have no men. It looks as if Igbos have no men. Look at Obi Kobana. Look at the chief priests. They don't care. All they care is about their money, because they know if they talk about Biafra, they are going to lose their wealth, because they are serving their master Funalins. They are the one reaching them. I am not going to take it lightly with Nigerian government. If anything should happen to that man, that great hero, nothing should happen to him. That is all I have to say. That our leader is not okay. 26th of September this month, nothing should happen to him. Bring him out is not the problem, but he should be healthy. He should be healthy. We don't want to rot our leader under 1 year or 6 months, something to happen to him. But my mind is telling me, I am a psychological man. I know what I'm talking about, and I know what my mind is telling me. We Igbos have to rise right now, because if anything happened to him, I think that will bring the war. That war Nigeria won. They will see the war. They will see the war, the big one, and the whole Nigeria will be born into ashes. Not only the Igbo side, not only the Biafran side. But I hope nothing like war will happen. But if anything should happen, Nigeria will never have peace for 170 billion years. It will be a rusting land. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution, my brother Peaceman. I appreciate you for your contribution. You have spoken well, and I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program today. Whichever area you are joining us and you're making your contribution, we appreciate you and we thank you for being part of the program. And we will continue to air our opinion. We will continue to make our voice heard, and we will never, ever, ever back down. No matter what the enemies are saying, no matter what they do, no matter their propaganda and their blackmail, no matter how they try to push their lies, we will never back down for them. We will never back down. As they continue to lie against us, we will continue to defend ourselves, and we will continue to bring the truth out to the world. That is what we have signed up to do. So in our program today that we are handling, every one of us know what the topic says. It says, why Biafra freedom is delayed. The betrayal of Igbo elites and Nigerian government sabotage. Why Biafran freedom is delayed. The betrayal of Igbo elites and Nigerian government sabotage. So before we round up on the program of today, I am going to now bring up some of examples, critical examples of these betrayals we are talking about. You know, as we are presenting our program, international communities might be watching, other people who doesn't know what we are talking about might be watching, and they will be seeking for evidence. They will be seeking for proof. That is why we are going to dig more deeper, and we are going to give you example of Igbo politician sabotage. Why we are very concerned about the Igbo politician sabotage, the traditional rulers sabotage, the elite sabotage, the Nigerian government sabotage. Why Biafra freedom is delayed. One of the examples we are going to talk about here is public condemnation of Biafra agitation. This is one of the greatest sabotage that the politicians continue to conduct up to today, till tomorrow and next tomorrow, and they will continue except we do something. One of the examples of the greatest sabotage of these politicians, public condemnation of Biafra agitation. Public condemnation of Biafra agitation. Many Igbo politicians openly condemn IPOB. They openly condemned other Biafran groups, labeling them criminals or terrorists, just to please Abuja. You see in the north, Mieti Allah, Mieti Allah is a terrorist group known by the world. But you can never see any northern politician referring to Mieti Allah as terrorists. You can imagine bandits, the terrorists that they gave a nickname bandits. You still see their people, you still see their governors having peace talk with them. You see governors addressing them as misguided brothers, misguided sisters. You see them having discussion. You see them defending them. Even telling you don't call them. You see how, when they were called terrorists, they will tell you don't call them terrorists, they are bandits. These are just bandits. When you call them terrorists, they will tell you don't. Politicians, popular people in the north, elites, they will tell you don't call them terrorists. The same thing in the southwest. There are people who are fighting for Dudua. You can never see anybody address them as terrorists. You can never see anybody come and give a public condemnation of them. It doesn't happen. But in our own case, the greatest sabotage we are getting from these politicians is public condemnation of Biafra agitation. They condemn the This is self-determination, though. It is not a criminal offense. Self-determination is not a privilege. It is a right. A right. Supported by international law. Supported by African peoples and human rights law. Even Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. But politicians in Biafra land will openly condemn self-determination by IPOB and other Biafra groups. They will end up labeling us criminals or terrorists just to please Abuja, just to please the Caliphate, just to please the Janjaweed. This is a very, very disturbing sabotage. Instead of demanding justice for killing in the southeast, they echo Nigerian propaganda, giving the government legitimacy to unleash military operation against innocent civilians. This is what we see every day. Instead of, look at what is happening in Okigwe today. Okigwe, our people are being murdered. Houses destroyed, homes destroyed. The same thing with Olo. Homes are destroyed. Innocent citizens, their life are taken. Property destroyed and burned for no reason. In a country where they say an accused person remains innocent until proven guilty. But yet, we see a place where they will say this person is suspected to be a member of IPOB. A self-determination group, that you are part of a self-determination group, and they will go in and burn your house and destroy your house and take the life of everybody that is there. And no politician in Biafra lands deem it fit to speak. No traditional ruler will speak. Instead, they will applaud the Nigerian government propaganda. They will applaud it. They will give the government legitimacy to unleash more military operation against innocent civilians. They help them to create different kinds of outfits. Look at Anambra State. Every week, every month, they are creating security outfits. Every week, they are creating security. What are they doing? Fighting against the people who are speaking about self-determination. Not for security purpose. Not to fight against the organ harvesters. Not to fight against the terrorists. Not to fight against the Fulani headers who are taking innocent life. But to stand against people who are asking for self-determination. This is a great sabotage. A practical one that you can see done by the politicians in Biafra land. Another practical one that you can see is collaborating with federal government in military crackdowns. Our governors, our politicians openly, koro, join federal government in military crackdown against their own people. We have seen that several times. During Operation Python Dance, and other military invasion in the southeast, some governors directly, the governors themselves directly invited Nigerian army into their states. Look at Katsina State today. Katsina State, where a terrorist have gone to the mosque and take 50 lives, taking the life of farmers uncountable, capture people, hold people captive, and still have to hold hostage and collect ransom. In Katsina State, Have you ever had the governor of Katsina State inviting federal government to come and fight? In Borno State, how many times have you had them? In many states in the north, where you see them, terrorists are creating roadblocks. They have roadblocks, collecting ransom. They are collecting levy. How many times have you had that the governors invited them to come and bomb the place? We saw when the terrorists attack an aircraft that killed the chief of army staff. Did you see them go to bomb that area where the terrorists operated? No. But in Biafra land, it is the governors single-handedly, openly, publicly invited the Nigerian military into their states to take innocent life during the Operation Python Dance. The operation that took the life of the parents of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of trauma. The operation that took the life of 28 able men with Jack in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The operation that almost took the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exile, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still suffering up to today. That operation was endorsed by a governor, approved, personally inviting the military to come to fight against these people who are asking for self-determination. Self-determination that is a right of every human being, supported by international law, supported by African Peoples and Human Rights Law, supported by Nigerian law itself. Because it is Biafra, they criminalize it. They criminalize it, and Finland today have joined them to criminalize self-determination because the governors in the south is supported it. These same governors wrote to Finland, they wrote letters to Finland and told Finland that it is Mazi Simon that is destabilizing Biafra land. Today, has the destabilization stopped? Has it stopped? The insecurity, have it stopped? But these same governors single-handedly wrote a letter to Finland, and they told Finland that a man who is supporting self-determination, living in their country, a citizen, is a terrorist. And Finland joined them to endorse and condemn, criminalize self-determination. That international law told us that self-determination is a right, not a privilege. But today, what do we see? Because our own people endorsed it, sanctioned it. Politicians invited them and told them. This is a great sabotage to the freedom of Biafra. These are things that are delaying our freedom. When we make our voice heard internationally, they will be writing governors who are in charge. There was a video I put of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asking, do you know how many times delegates have been sent to Biafra land to go and get information? Do you know how many times delegates have been sent? And when these delegates come, whom do they meet? They will go to Obi of Onitsha. They will go to your governors. They will go to your lawmakers. These are the places they get their files from. This is why, in the midst of all the protests and all the cry we are crying, it will seem as if nothing is being done. It will seem as if the hand of the international communities are tied. This is the sabotage conducted by the politicians themselves in Biafra land. The issue of the Python dance is a clear one. Instead of defending their people, they provide intelligence. The governors, the politicians, provide intelligence, logistic, and political cover for military action that led to the death and disappearance of Biafran youth. You saw Imo State. Imo State, Hope Uzodinma murdered people in Imo State until the mortuary get filled up. Mortuary got filled up. There was no space anymore to keep corpses. And they were boldly announcing on their national TV and on radio that people should come and take their corpses. They were announcing that people should come and take corpses. If they don't come, they will go and conduct mass burial. The people you are calling to come and take corpses don't even know that their people are dead. They don't even know whether their people are there or not. And finally, after the announcement, they went and conducted mass burial. A state governor. You saw what Wike did in Obibo. Wike took thousands of lives in Obibo. Nobody held him accountable. Instead, they rewarded him. The federal government of Nigeria rewarded Wike for destroying lives in Obibo. Some people are still cannot still be found up to today. Some are still in detention in the north from Obibo up to this moment as we speak. These are the sabotage that is coming from the politicians. Why Biafra is still delayed? Why Biafra looks delayed and continue to be delayed? And if nothing is being done, they will continue to delay us. But I bet you, delay is not defeat. Always have that at the back of your mind. Delay is not defeat. Now we are going to also give example of sabotage that is coming from the traditional rulers themselves. We want to dig it down. When we talk about the sabotage, we have talked about the sabotage or the sabotage that is coming from the traditional rulers. In the case of the traditional rulers, silence during mass killing. That is one of the major ones. Number one, silence during mass killing. Every mass killing that is happening in Biafra land, the mass burial, these traditional rulers are aware. They know where there are mass graves in their places. They know where the mass killing is happening. They know the lives that have been lost because they know their people. But when this thing happens, they are silenced. They keep their mouth shut. When security forces, Fulani militias attack community, many traditional rulers say nothing. They don't open their mouth and say a word. They pretend, they turn a blind eye as if they are not seeing it. Rather than speaking for their people, they choose silence to protect their palace, to protect their privilege, to protect their federal allocation, to protect their government recognition. Today, you know that government gives them certificate. Today, you know that government certify them. Government give them security, give them allocation, pay them salaries. But in the olden days, those days, we know that kings are born. If the people make the king, they choose who rules them, not the other way around. But today, the federal government of Nigeria chooses who becomes the traditional ruler in your area. The caliphate, Abuja will choose who will become the leader in your area, the traditional ruler in your area. Abuja will choose. And when they choose that person, rather than speaking for their people, they choose silence to protect the privilege they enjoy. They just keep silence to protect their privileges in their palaces. They protect their federal allocation. That money they allocate to them every month. They don't want anything to disrupt it. So they prefer to be silent. They will say nothing. They want to be recognized as one of the king, one of the good person. He's not like other people. They keep silent. They want recognition. Another crime that these traditional rulers commit is that every time they want to endorse a politician, they will endorse anti-Biafra politicians. Every traditional ruler in Biafra land, they only endorse anti-Biafra politicians. That is what they do. Some traditional rulers they publicly honor and bless politicians who openly sabotage the Biafra cause, which is an abomination. This is an abomination that no traditional ruler should be part of it. But what we see is that some traditional rulers publicly honor and bless politicians who openly sabotage Biafra cause. This is a great sabotage, a great evil that must be dealt with if we want to stop this delay. Most of these traditional rulers, they appear in Abuja functions, clap for governors who collaborate with Nigerian state and use their cultural authority to discourage youth from joining the struggle. They discourage people for joining self-determination that is a right, the right of the people. They tell people not to demand for their rights. They discourage the youth from asking for their rights. Remember, self-determination, it's not a privilege, it is a right. Always remember that. But they discourage these youths from demanding for what is theirs. We go deeper more into the example of the sabotage of the elite. These idiots that call themselves elite, right and center. How do they sabotage the Biafran stock, the elites? We're going to talk about it. How they sabotage. Those ones, investments over liberation. They choose investment over the freedom of their people. They choose investment over the liberation of their land. Many Igbo business elites prefer to protect their Nigeria investment instead of supporting self-determination. Many Igbo business elites prefer to protect their Nigeria investment instead of supporting self-determination. You can see many of them. The Obi Kubanas. The other idiot that say money pass water. You can see Ato Eze. Look at how Jesus Okano. All those business, every single one of them, they protect their Nigerian investment instead of supporting self-determination, which is a right. Their own right, oh, my own right, oh. They fight against it. These same people, these same elites, they call elites, they lobby against Biafra abroad. They lobby against Biafra abroad. Our own people, oh, I'm talking about Igbo elites. Igbo elites, they go abroad, they travel. You saw the idiot in Anambra State went all the way to America to go and tell them that it is people that are causing problem. What do you think that means? The same way some of them sneak out. Those politicians, they go abroad and they lobby against Biafra abroad, arguing that independence would destabilize their business interests. They believe that the independence of Biafra will destabilize their business interests. And because of this, they go abroad to lobby. As we are lobbying for Biafra, they are going lobbying against it. Some of us don't know what battle that is going on. You don't know the battle. You can imagine a place where you go and say something. This is what you want. And immediately you leave, your brother will come the same place and say, no, it's not true. What he said is not true. Leave us the way we are okay. You can imagine from a family. One person, a family will agree on something, you go and complain. Before you know, somebody will go back and begin to speak against what you have spoken. These are what is delaying our freedom. These same elites, they demonize Biafra activists. They are the ones in the front line to demonize Biafra activists. These people are the ones in the front line. They demonize Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Demonize Mazi Simon Ekpa. They are still demonizing you, demonizing me. These people, these elites, they are the ones. This is not even about the Janjaweed. This is not even about Nigeria. Because already the whole world know that these people are our enemy. So they cannot take them for their words. They know that. But when your brother comes to testify against you, it is a different ballgame. It's a different ballgame. These people demonize Biafra activists. Some intellectuals, wealthy elites, use media platform to brand IPOB and other Biafra group as violent, unrealistic. And that is, go to all the media. They will tell you, oh, Biafra agitation is for fraud. They are just making money for themselves. These are people who just want to raise money for themselves. They are not after any self-determination. They are just trying to make money. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was just trying to make money. Was Rike when he was there? He wanted to make money. He made money for himself and he left. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came. He was making money. He made money. Mazi Nnamdi came. He's just about making money. Everybody that comes, he's just about making money. This is what they preach and they push it. They push it. From all the media, most of them sponsored, even by your own fellow Biafrans, Igbos, even the media they own. Go and check what they do. Some of their own medias they own. Go and check. The same thing the Yoruba media is doing is what they are doing. They paint the agitation violent, and they tell the world that it is unrealistic, that it is a fraud, it is a scam. You see them every time. There's one idiot in a VOP. Every time he comes, oh, Biafra agitation is a fraud. Biafra agitation is a fraud. He will sing it as a song. Every time that idiot comes online, Biafra agitation is a fraud. That is the only language he knows. That is the only thing he knows. By doing this, they feed Nigeria propaganda. By doing this, they are feeding Nigeria's propaganda and they weaken information sympathy for the Biafran people. They weaken international sympathy for Biafran people. They weaken it. Because you can imagine, after all we have said, like you see how many hours we spend on program explaining the problem. You see how many hours we spend on program bringing out facts. But yet, these people will come to their conventional media and they weaken what we have said. They weaken the international sympathy and discourage ordinary people from openly supporting the movement. You see many people, they can't even post the event that is happening in their area, in their platform. There are some people, they are Biafran, but you can never see anything that has to do with Biafra in their platform. They don't post it, they don't share it. We have Biafran that have BB platforms. We have Biafrans who are celebrities, a lot of them. We have Biafran that conduct podcasts everywhere. But what are they doing in their platform? What do? They cannot, even some of them, they are so scared, they can't openly support Biafra movement. They cannot. They will not speak about it. Even if you bring a Biafra program in their platform, they will not tolerate it. They will say no. These are the challenges we are facing. And every one of us must wake up to this reality. So in a nutshell, politicians condemn freedom fighters, invite Nigerian military against their own people. Traditional rulers remain silent in the face of killings, endorse anti-Biafra leaders. Elites protect wealth over freedom, demonize activists in public, and discourage people from being part of the struggle. These are the challenges and the active way these people are pushing us back. And every one of us, we must not fall a victim of these wicked idiots. We must begin to look for a solution on how to put an end to them. And that end must come. If we don't, the Biafra freedom will continue to be delayed. In as much as delay is not defeat, but they will continue to delay us. My beloved brother Greg, please go ahead, Greg. If you want to chip in something, take the mic, Greg, and speak to us. Maybe you have one or two things to add in. You can go ahead and talk to us. Greg, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, choose. Yeah. You know, the question in all these things is this. For me, I don't, because this is a very big problem to us. Not that we don't know the problem. We know that our problems are the politicians and some elders in our place, in our Biafra land, from every part of the Old East. The politicians, the elders are our problem. So the question has been, how can we handle these people? Because the evil Janjaweed are not, they don't find it difficult to find or notice the weaker one among us, among the politicians there. And they know how to corrupt them. There is no other thing that is holding Nigeria today. Let me not just talk about Biafra. The only thing that is holding Nigeria today is, number one, the corruption and the corrupt politicians. When you watch the clip of these guys in the north protesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the question you ask yourself, these elders and politicians is not only a problem in Biafra land, they are also a problem in Yoruba. They are also a problem in the north, the middle belt. Because Nigeria is together today is not that Nigerians want to be together. The people who is uniting Nigeria together are the politicians and the colonial master. So the politicians are using force because of what they are profiting. from their paymasters in Britain. Why is this guy, Tory or whatever they call him in Burkina Faso, is standing on his feet today to do whatever he wants to do? Because as a young man, he have no billions in Britain, in UK, you have no billions in America, or France, or in England, or any part of Europe. So he can stand on his feet and give the Europeans any condition that he thinks that will benefit for his people. Because he have nothing, no skeleton in his cupboard. Now, can you tell me, let us start from our own. Charity begins at home. Mr. Obi. Mr. Obi, that is everybody's parading as a savior, as innocent, as a good man. Obi is having millions in foreign account dumped there. So, do you think if Obi come, he will not dance according to the British and the American tone?
Oh, of course he will.
100% he will. So, why are those politicians holding Nigeria? Because of their commitment. They know that if today they say Nigeria divide, none of them will have a stand, because their eyes are open and they will not accept all these evil conditions. Believe you me, the Northerners, the common man in the North, if they divide Nigeria today, the common man in the North will chase away all those evil politicians. They don't like them, even though they are using Muslim as an excuse to protect themselves there. But the evil they have done to these people are more. How many of Dangote children have been to any school in Nigeria or have any friend now a common friend in the Fulani land or in the North? Because they not go to any common school. They went to billionaires school. They have billionaires friends. So how will they look grand? You cannot change a society where you don't have root. For you to go home and rebuild your home, you must have slept in that home and found that home is leaking water, or if rain is falling, or some wall is broken. But if you're not living in going to your village, knowing every corner of the village, how will you change the village? You will not. How would they build good road? Because they fly. How would they do anything? Because they use police and army. If a person is going, you count up to 30 cars following one person. 30 cars, none of them will cost less than 50 million naira. Then you calculate it. So how would they allow that country to divide or to change? And when they come to our own side, they know those ones that are long-throat for money, for anyhow they do it. They will put those ones in position. Once they get to that place, they will be singing the song of the Fulanis and the song of the politicians who have gained, who have sold their soul for money. They will not allow those things to come. If they tell you today that somebody that is people we are respecting so much, Soludo will make Anambra Dubai. That Soludo will be going for 4 years. 4 years. If you put head in every part of furniture, everywhere will be smelling. If they tell you that Soludo will be there, dirty will full everywhere. As a professor. If they tell you that Soludo will be there and there will be no light as a professor. If they tell you that Soludo will be there, tout, they will be killing people. A professor will be using tout, aburo, to fight a civilian, to fight his political opponent. So these are the things that will show you that for any person that is thinking that it will be a change from these politicians to support Biafra, it is impossible. So the question is, how do we deal with them? Since our land is not always allow us to go against our own, how can we deal with them? And if you are praying from thy kingdom come, they can never change. If any Biafran, any Igbo man did not use Soludo today to know that even if you give him Nigeria to rule, he will be worst. And P2B will be the worst. If they tell you that Soludo, professor of MLA, what the professor Emeritus, Emeritus, will be in power in Amnecha using tout. Even this man, what do you call him? Obiano did not use. Obiano did never answer professor.
Even Obiano didn't use.
Obiano didn't use that to this level that Soludo is using today. A professor apparatus is using to destroy his people, kill his people. Tout, Aboro, gang, political talks that Soludo is using openly, breaking people's bone, openly.
They create cells, they create detention houses. In their houses, they have
in their house, in everywhere. If they tell you that a professor, so why do you think that they're doing it? Because look at a professor coming dancing naked, making family they sleep, the wife sleep this person. They started exchanging evil word. A professor, my brother. For my many years, I've been in this country. I'm not all that level of educated, but I've been opportune to meet important people in this country, both those professors and not. When you see them, they look very tattered, and you will be asking, is this person a professor? A white professor? You hardly see them. And when you see them, you will not believe that they are professors. Because they never get time. They don't have time. I'm telling you the truth. If you want to meet any of them, it will take you months to make appointment. And indeed, they are really traveling, research, this, that. So these are the people that make changes in their society. Not a politician, a professor that dances nakedly in main market, promising what he cannot do, using tout and aboro, a professor. Dancing naked because of politics. This is not the kind of people that will change, or you hope that will help you to bring Biafra. It is impossible. So that is why you will ask yourself, if this man is too responsible, there is no way the people are using his child or whatever. But I love the boy, because the boy say he has his own life to live. That is perfect. As somebody who have lived more in the Western world. But the point there is the level they are taking his father, he lived below his standard of life, and the exemplary in life did not show that he came out from somebody like Professor Soludo, and the mother being a doctor, the professors too. So these are the why, because they have sold their soul. And they couldn't put their home in order. That is why you see those things dancing outside. They only sold their soul for money. So for them, anything that matters is money, cash. And Soludo is not a person that came out from a rich family. Everybody can testify that. And he have every home training, but he sold his soul for money and popularity. And today, he's dancing a useless dance. So any person looking for politicians to come and help us, the point there you are making is not that we are praying for them to come and help us. No, they will not. So, but how do we do against them? Because if they had kept quiet and master their way, move on their own lane without distorting what we are doing, we wouldn't have been coming to talk about them.
Of course.
We wouldn't have been coming to talk about them. If they had not been attacking us physically, publicly, and everything, we wouldn't have come and be talking about them. Just like the Fulanis are not attacking their headers. The Yorubas are not attacking their own or condemning them in anywhere they go. So, That is why we are talking about them. And the point there is, for me, what we'll be thinking is how can we deal with them? That was the discussion that's supposed to be coming up. But if for them to unite with you to fight for freedom, it is as hard as a camel going to the needle. It's impossible. They cannot, because they have sold their soul. And when somebody betray, for him to turn back, it is impossible because they know the consequence. They cannot try it. So the question there is, how do we deal with them so that they will not distort what we are doing? That is what the question is supposed to be and the discussion is supposed to be. So thank you, Biafrans, for listening for today. And God bless you. Choose for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. And as we are going, I think we are trying to round up on the program of today. We have just hitting it up to 3 hours. We are going to be rounding up now. So, my brother, Coach Hooks, go ahead, Coach Hooks. Just give us your remark and make it a closing remark. After you, then we go to Peaceman. Coach Hooks, if you are there, just give us your remarks.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning again, once Biafra. Continue to like the program and share it. If I look at the people that are watching this thing now, it's not up to 58 or 50 something. But that will not going to discourage us to speak. But everything that we are doing is going somewhere in short. If I may ask, all these people that are coming out now to do this protest or so many things that they've even doing in social media today, if I may ask them, what do they want to achieve? What do they want to achieve? Because so many of them that are out there, most especially, you people call on yourself that now want to now come to protest of what Nigeria government is doing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is our leader, which is Una's son, if I'm not mistaken, which is one of us. And he has to Una leader. If he's not what they arrange within their staff, they could have had them that do not have leader. Then point this is one of their leader. That is to tell you, within them and within the governor himself is what every one of them plan inside house before they come out. But no matter what, I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. But the only thing that I want to tell you people today, just as our brother said before, not allow anything to happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you people is rejoicing that we have achieved the evil deed that you people planted in his life, for little things I want to tell you people, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the one that stands himself in this journey. People Kitabiama has prepared him, and he himself has been prepared before coming out. No matter what, if he's not prepared in the first place, when you people ask him to come and take so many promises that you people have given to him, he can back down. But he has proven to you people, he has proven to the whole world that it's Tuku Kikabiama that's standing in that job that he's doing today. And another thing, for international world to keep mood that do not know what is happening in Nigeria here, that is to tell you that anybody that is fighting what the house that they built, that is the reason why they keep quiet, as if they do not know what is going on. But I'm very, very sure Chukwu Kikabiama is aware of everything that is happening today. No matter what, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain our leader and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you people like, you should continue to hold them. United States of Biafra has declared That declaration alone, that is the reason why you people are holding him. And the aim and objective of all our leaders has been achieved. And this is the right time. You people don't have any other option again to continue to hold him, because the declaration has been concluded. Thank you once again, Mazi Choose. I pray that you will continue to strengthen you and keep you, keep your family, and keep the whole genuine Biafrans that is speaking the truth in the name of Chukwu Kagama.
You say, thank you so much, my beloved brother Coach Hooks. I appreciate you for that wonderful remark. And Biafrans, I appreciate you too. Peaceman, give us your closing remark as we round up. Peaceman, go ahead and give us your remark.
Well, Bruce, thank you for having me back again, because I lost my internet, so I'm back in again. Well, I want to chip on something, is that any Igbo man or woman that betray his own brother or sister looking for freedom, and he or she went to collect money to betray for no Biafra to come, it's a very bad one. It's a very bad behavior, because we Igbos are not born to betray one another. We are born to lift one another up, to guide one another, to protect one another, to fight for one another. But we collecting money to sell our brothers and sisters, to build a mansion, to be rich. But remember that 6 feet is waiting for that person, because the world is not meant for humans to live forever. The world is for humans to enjoy, to build up family, to build up a generation. Probably you last 100 years. If you then you go back to meet your ancestors, because money is for me. The more you have billions of dollars in your account, or you have oil well, one day you will leave that oil well and die. You will leave that gold mine and die. You will leave that uranium mine and die. Those things and go and meet you should think twice. Look at the white people. The white people are not building infrastructure in heaven. The white people are building infrastructure in their land. And you are collecting money to sell your own brother for you to be rich. But remember that the same money you collected is the same money we used to build the mansion in Igbo land, in Biafra land. But at the end of the day, 6 feet is waiting for you. And we don't think twice. Philip Collins is saying think twice, and we don't think twice. Money is not everything. You will leave it. You will leave your expensive cars. You will leave your expensive houses, everything, and go and meet your ancestors. But you collecting money to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, collecting money to sell Simon Ekpa, coming to the court to speak against Simon Ekpa, coming to the court to speak our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you call yourself an Igbo man. Sometimes I ask myself, I say, I am an Igbo man, but I am not that kind of Igbo man that betray my people. I am an Igbo man that receive my people, that make sure that my people are well taken care of. My people are well okay. I am the last person that will stand. I see an Igbo man suffering in Mba. Mfonye Igbo na-ata afụfụ na Mba. Mgbasie nkịtị. Mfu ebe a na-egbu onye Igbo mụ agbaske nkịtị. Nwanne m na-aga nwụọ that day. But abịaziri m na-ajụ onwe m ajụjụ. Obiọma, this beautiful mind I have for my people, why don't my people have it and achieve this great freedom called Biafra, the rising sun. But all we know is to betray one another. God once said it. He said he should have, if he should have known that he should have used money to buy the Igbo to fight one another. He said it. We are the one holding our freedom. Some of we Igbos are the one holding our freedom. Some of us are holding the big freedom. Oduduwa today are not fighting each other because of Oduduwa freedom. No, they want the Oduduwa freedom, but they are Afonja. Yorubas are Afonja people. They know what they are getting from the Igbos in Lagos, because Lagos is in Yoruba land. It's not far away from your other Yoruba states. From there, they will buy the goods. If they transport the goods from America to bring it to seaport in Lagos, Yorubas will take whatever they want to take and bring it to Ogun State or your state, wherever they reside. It's very easy. But we have seaports in Calabar. We have seaports in many, 3 seaports in the eastern region, but none of them is working. And you think the Yorubas will be happy that Igbo man will have Biafra? No, if Igbo man have Biafra, Yorubas would take away food from them. They knew that. They don't want to come to Biafra to come and work hard labor. They know if Biafra come today, that Yorubas will still come to Biafra to come and work and pay tax. That is it. But we Igbos are killing one another. We are fighting one another. How do you think we are going to achieve this freedom? Come on, we should think about it. We should think about it. Because fighting each other is not going to give us freedom. It's kicking us backward. It's kicking us backward. Because if we continue like this, it will be a history that Igbo sabotage themselves when they were fighting for freedom. End of the day, the Fulani succeeded and conquered the land of the eastern region because they were not cooperative. River State man says he's not an Igbo man. That is an Ikwere man. He says not an Igbo man. Delta man says not an Igbo man. Agbo man says not an Igbo man. And 5 states is what they are saying is Igbo. Why? Bayelsa is Igbo. Cross River is Igbo. Rivers are Igbos. End of the day, these 5 states, okay, assume that God give us Biafra tomorrow. River State man will become and be dragging power. Say, hey, I am from here, Biafra is my ancestor, blah, blah, blah. But remember, the 5 states fight for this freedom. If we should have known, we should have said, okay, let us take these 5 states and go and, then later others can come out and, say, okay, let us have a referendum to join whoever we want. That is it. Please, my brothers and sisters, we should stop fighting. Please, we should stop. We should stop. Let us come together. Forget Peter Obi. Peter Obi will never be president. I knew he will never be president. He will never. He will never be a president. He's receiving it. If he become a president today, he will still dance under the tune of the Britain. He will do whatever the Britain asks him to do. But if Biafra come, it will be very difficult for British to tell Biafrans what to do, because they knew that Biafrans are intelligent people right from time. And that is the reason why they don't like us. They don't like we, the Biafrans. They only like the Hausa and Funanis and the Yorubas who are dancing on their tune. But Igbo man can never dance on your tune. I was shaking a man, an elderly man. He told me, say, where am I coming from? I told him I'm coming from Nigeria, eastern parts of Nigeria. He said, why did I should have shaken him with 2 hands? I said, shaking you with 2 hands is in my heart. I know you are an old man. I am still a young man, but I shaking you is not respect. It's not respect. You know, respect is who you are, how you coordinate yourself. You know, somebody shaking you is not respect with two hands. I know, and I'm not going to shake you with two hands. I will shake you with one hands. I am not going to bow down for you. I'm not going to bow down for you to say, good evening, sir. Ekaro. I don't do that. It's not my culture. If I like, we don't have king. We are democratic people right from time. When they talk of democracy, we Igbos have started. We have been civilized for a long time, long time. We have been civilized for a long time. When they talk of democracy, Igbos have been practicing this for a long time. During the Aba Women's War, so should I tell you the story? So we shouldn't come and be fighting each other and be gossiping, betraying one another. It's not going to help us. It will not help us. It will not help us. I'm joking. I am sorry. I'm not joking. It will not help us. It will be a very big history. The Yorubas have lost in war. They have lost their land. They have no land. Yorubas have no land. They are living under fear. They are obeying their masters' own and names. But Igbo land having been conquered. It's not conquered now. So for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing should happen to him. He is our brother. He is our father. He is our uncle, and he is our king. Because now we have found the king. He is our king. He is now our king. Mazi Nnamdi Simon Ekpa is our prime minister. He is the first prime minister of Biafra. Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the king right now? But Ojukwu was a king. We all know that he was a king, but now he have replaced Ojukwu because he is the truthful person that is fighting for Biafra, not Wazirike. Wazirike wasn't a king. He was a betrayer. He was a murderer. My brothers and sisters, we should come together. We should stop fighting each other. Please, we should stop. Igbos unite. The only thing will give us freedom is unity first. Mazi Simon Ekpa said that Biafran fought. If Biafra come, Biafran citizens are going to benefit their ancestral land resources, and we should love ourselves. If we see where our brother is suffering or anything is happening to our brother, please come to his aid, help him or her. Don't ignore him. Don't look down on him. No matter what he's passing through, help him, love him, bring him close, fight for him. Don't think, oh, if I help him tomorrow night, he won't remember me. No, it's the way if you show him character, good character, the more you help him, the more you will educate him or her how he's going to live his life proper. If he's living a wrong life, change him, but don't subdue him, don't suppress him or her, because he's your brother, he's your sister. Because I love Igbos as my people. I love Biafrans as my people. I don't want to hear. I always bring them together. We come together, we drink together, we laugh together. That is how it should be. You forget the Yorubas. Yorubas are tribalistic people. Their uncle, their forefather, what they call him, Awolowo, after his education in Britain, he came back with the evil mind of tribalism. You see? But Nnamdi did not bring tribalism. He said one Nigeria, but he was digging his grave. But he let her dig his grave. Where is him now? His senses fit. He had been rotten. His bone, maybe his bone itself have been decayed. No one knows. So we should come together and love ourselves. So that is all I have to say. Thank you, brother from Brachus, for giving me time to speak to my people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for your conclusion, and I appreciate everyone that joined us on the program of today to the end. Tomorrow, we are going to be expecting our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court tomorrow. So tomorrow court is going to be, I'm going to be here live, and we will try as much as possible to connect to Abuja tomorrow. So don't miss tomorrow's program. Share the program to all platforms, share to family and friends. Tomorrow, every one of us will be in court. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, Biafra goes to court. When Mazi Samuel goes to court, Biafra goes to court. So it is not just about them, it is about you, it is about me. So tomorrow program, we are going to key in and join them in the court proceeding tomorrow and see what the result is going to be. Whatever be the result tomorrow, we have to remain strong and continue on a path of our freedom. We don't have to relent. If you listen to the program I played at the beginning, then where Samuel explained that we must continue to do what we are doing until we achieve what we want. We will not say because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, we will not talk again, or because they call him court, or because they want to give him bail, we will not talk. No. The pursuit for our freedom will continue. Even our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has only one mission. He said, it is either freedom or death. It's either Biafra or death. It's either he got to Biafra or he continued to pursue Biafra until the last day. So every one of us have made the same pledge. We will continue to speak. Continue to put your own voice, add your voice. Tomorrow, it is going to be massive. Whatever be the outcome, we are going to be here to follow it up. So as you go in today to take your rest, pray for our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the court tomorrow. Let Chukwu Okikabia and speak on his behalf. Commit his health into the name of the hand of Chukwu Okikabia for divine healing. My fellow brothers and sisters, I want you to understand the journey of freedom is never easy, has never been easy. The journey of freedom is never easy. The enemies outside may be powerful, but the enemies inside are more dangerous. Betrayal is the reason Biafra is delayed. But betrayal can never, ever bury the truth. Our duty is to remain awake wherever you are. Keep awake. Remain awake wherever you are. Our duty is to stay united at all times, no matter the condition. Remain united. Unity of purpose. And to refuse to be deceived by sellouts. Refuse to be deceived by the sellouts. We know them. We can identify them. Apply your common sense. You will know them. I don't need to call names. You know them. When you see them, you can identify them. The Nigerian government may bribe. The Nigerian government may kill. The Nigerian government may intimidate. But the will of the people is stronger than the greed of the elites. The will of the Biafran people is much more stronger than the will, than the greed of the elites. Always remember that. Biafra is not a dream. It is a destiny. Biafra is not just a dream. It is a destiny. And I want you to always remember that delay is not defeat. Biafra will come. Because truth crushes to the ground. We rise again. Nothing will stop Biafra from coming. Nothing. Absolutely nothing will stop Biafra from coming. Because truth crushed to the ground. We rise again. I appreciate every one of us who has been part of this program from the beginning to the end. And I pray that Chukwu Okikabia, wherever you are watching us from, either on TikTok, on Facebook, or on YouTube, may Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect you and secure you. More especially people in Biafra land. No evil shall befall you. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that his appearance in the court tomorrow will bring joy to us. His appearance in the court tomorrow will bring victory to us. We pray for the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever poison they have injected into his body, Chukwu Okikabia will transform that poison and make it a nutrient in his body. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will grow from strength to strength. He will grow older. We will celebrate him in his old age as a hero in his lifetime. We also pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. As the appeal preparation is coming, we know that all things worketh for good to them that love Chukwu Okike Abiama. Every single thing in that appeal is going to turn to his own good. Whatever pronunciation is going to come from that appeal will turn to the good of our Prime Minister. It is only Chukwu Okike Abiama who will say yes, and that yes will stand. Whatever pronunciations are made upon him by the court of Finland will never stand. The appeal will reverse it and will go home with joy. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to guide every single one of us in this platform, continue to protect us and all our leaders. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining this program. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We will continue. I'm going to come back again in the evening on our evening section. Please touch your notification bell once more so that you'll be notified when I come in the evening and you will join in the evening program. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect all of us. See you in the evening and stay blessed. Bye-bye, everybody.
Betrayal.